how I do it here. Let me show you. Let me put the wheelbarrow. Okay, so now what I like to do, well, first of all, let's put some gloves on, because, you know, concrete isn't toxic or anything, but, you know, you get that powder on your fingers a lot, and after a while, it ain't like lotion, you know, it can eat your fingers up after a little bit. So here's what I do. What I do is basically take my mixing hole and just stab it a few times in there, and then what you do is rip it and dump it over. You know, by the way, try not to breathe the dust. Now, let's see, how much does it say here? It says, well, I'm reading the Spanish side here. I tore the English side up, but let's see. What I'm looking for is how much water you put in it. That's not really it. It doesn't say. It says everything that it says. You know, it doesn't say it. Oh, there it is. Just add water to mix 3.5 quarts, which would be almost a gallon. And I've got a little more than a gallon right here. So, what I'm going to do is put most of this water in there. Now, in the past, I have mixed 2 bags at a time. But, seeing as how I ain't in no hurry, I'll not mix 2 bags at a time. So I'm going to put most of this water in here. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do now is mix it, redneck style. Here we go. See, here we go like that. And you basically mix it. Now this gets you some good workout after a while. You can do this. And the reason I do this instead of buying a cement mixer is because the cement mixer doesn't mix batches much bigger than this. This just takes a little work. And setting up a cement mixer and everything is a lot of work. I guess if you're going to do this all day, well, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's getting good. Well, I think it's going to need all the water. Well, it takes a gallon, and it said 3.5 quarts. Uh-huh. Whoops. There we go. Still some dry stuff. There. Okay. Well, that's a pretty good mix. And it's still fairly dry. Well, it's not really sloppy, so this is about right. So, take my ice cream bucket, and what we're going to do, scoop it out of here. There we go. There we go. Okay, now, I know there's a bunch left, but I'm going to mix some more. And we'll worry about that later. But right now, I've got to show you how we're going to pound this down. Let's see here. Show you what's down in here. Now you see, it worked pretty good. That's pretty thick. So now what we got to do is make sure we don't get any bubbles or anything in there. And you just kind of take a shovel handle or something and see, work it all down. Just like that, you know. And then work around the edges. That's where you really want to make sure it gets worked in. Worked in around the edges. So you do like that. There we go. And then what you do is you pour layer upon layer on top of that until you get them all in there. And just do that a little bit every time like that. So, here we go. Let's go mix up another batch. And so far we got about 3.5 bags used up, and it looks like that's going to go right to the top there. So let's there's enough left, and I think there is. There's the one more. Oh, look at that, yeah. Right to the top. And let's put whatever's left in here. Put that in there too so it'll overflow. Just because what do they say? If enough is good, let's do too much. Alright, here we go. Now let's kind of just get all the air bubbles out of it. Looking pretty good. Now, let's put this little structure back here for the support. Now, what you want to do is make sure that you get this in there properly, and that's, by jiggling it up and down, make sure there's no air bubbles. And again, once you get it in there, kind of gently, working all the stuff around it to make sure that there's no air bubbles or, stuff like that. Everything's all settled up in there. Get everything to settle out. Okay, now what we'll do is just let it sit there overnight, and then this is going to be easy to take apart. You just take that screw out and that screw out, and it'll pop off, and then the back sides will flex out a little bit. Just lift that right off and use it again down there. So we'll let it sit overnight, maybe a little longer than overnight, just to be sure that cement doesn't crumble when we get it out of there. Because concrete, after one day, it sets up. It's very easy to break it, so it's best after maybe at least 24 hours or maybe even longer before you pull the forms off. But anyway, there it is. We'll let that sit, and that's how you do concrete, redneck style. There you go.